I am Dr. Kalen Desai now. For over 5 decades, I've had the privilege of walking beside more than 10,000 elders, across the ghats of Nashik, through the narrow bylanes of Bhopal, the markets of Kochi, and the ashrams of Haridwar. And today, I want to share something with you, something that perhaps no one around you has found the courage to say aloud. Have you ever boarded a local train in the early hours, only to notice that the seat next to you remains unoccupied? Perhaps your granddaughter doesn't cuddle into your lap the way she used to. Or maybe your daughter-in-law opens the balcony door and says, "Let's bring in some breeze." But deep down, haven't you quietly wondered, could it be something about how I smell now? Let me speak with both honesty and compassion. In more than 99% of people above the age of 70, the body begins to produce a distinct scent, something completely natural with age. But most seniors don't notice it. Yet those around us, they often do. And out of love and care, they stay silent. But that silence is what makes us feel avoided, even a little left out, without fully knowing why. If you're still here, listening, I believe you deserve to live each day feeling fresh, at ease, and close to your loved ones once more. You deserve mornings of confidence, not hesitation. If this message stirred something within, I invite you to like this video, share it with a fellow elder, and leave a comment below, even just a simple "I understand." And if you haven't yet subscribed, I warmly encourage you to do so, because sometimes the wisdom that brings us peace arrives gently in videos like this. Let's walk through these golden years with dignity, clarity, and care together. Let me share a story with you, one that is painful but deeply true. It's about Hari Prasad Ji, a 72-year-old gentleman living in Mysore. He was always the picture of cleanliness and routine. Each morning, he bathed with warm water infused with tulsi leaves, swept his veranda, and lit a diya in front of the household altar. No one could ever call him careless or unhygienic. But one day, his son invited a few colleagues over for evening chai. While Hari Prasad Ji was in the kitchen making masala milk, he heard a quiet whisper from the living room. "Why does this elderly man smell so odd?" He stood frozen, the ladle in his hand. That one sentence pierced through his pride, something he had preserved with dignity for years. From that day, whenever his grandchildren came over, he no longer sat beside them or shared snacks. He stayed alone in his room, pretending to read the newspaper, while their laughter echoed outside and slowly broke his spirit. If you're watching this video, perhaps a part of you has asked, could something like this be happening to me too? If so, let me assure you, your feelings may not be wrong, but it is not your fault. My name is Dr. Kalen Desai, and for over 50 years, I've cared for elderly patients from Rajasthan to Kerala, and I want to share a truth that most doctors avoid. The odor that sometimes comes with age, it is real, but it does not come from lack of hygiene. After age 70, our bodies begin producing a compound called noninol, a type of fatty molecule. You may not detect it yourself, but those around you often do. And without meaning to, they might pull away, creating distance where closeness once was. I remember meeting Kamala Ji from Indore. She said with tears in her eyes, "Doctor, my grandson avoids my lap now. I don't know what I did wrong." I gave her a small piece of advice. Just wash 2 key areas of the body each day with attention. Takes only 3 minutes, but it can reduce this odor by up to 90%. Over 1,000 of my elderly patients have tried this simple routine, and within weeks, their families began embracing them more warmly again. The teasing returned, the hand-holding, the connection. Then there was Abdul Uncle 88 from Hyderabad. He wore expensive itter daily, rose, sandalwood, even jasmine. Yet, every time he entered the room, his son opened a window. One day, I had to gently explain, "Abdul Uncle, it's not the fragrance. Perfume cannot hide this particular scent. It often makes it stronger. So please, my dear elder, don't try to cover it up. Let's clear it out from the root. And in this video, I'll walk you through exactly how to do that step by step. It doesn't involve costly products, and you won't need any new prescriptions. Just understanding your body better and giving it the right kind of care. If what I've shared today resonates with you, please like this video, leave a comment, even just say, "I'm here," so I know you're listening. And don't forget to subscribe. Every week, I'll be sharing heartfelt, practical ways for you to stay vibrant, healthy, and deeply connected with your loved ones. Thank you for being here. Let's begin this gentle journey together. Before you hurry to find solutions for the smell that sometimes comes with aging, let me, Dr. Kailan Desai, share something heartfelt. That scent is not a sign that you are unclean. It is a natural result of 3 quiet changes that take place in the body after the age of 70. The first change is that your body starts to sweat less. First, that might sound like a good thing. After all, who enjoys sweating? But the truth is, sweating is your body's built-in detox system. When your body doesn't sweat enough, waste materials stay lodged beneath the skin. Over time, they begin to create a smell that clings, even when you feel clean. I remember Pushpa Amma from Madurai once asking me, "Doctor, I haven't broken a sweat in years, yet my daughter says I have a smell." I gently explained, "Because your skin isn't releasing toxins anymore. They're stuck under the surface." The second change involves your skin's chemistry. After 60, your skin starts to produce something called noninol, a type of oxidized fatty acid. It doesn't show up in younger bodies, but in elders it increases and lingers in the oils deep within the skin. That's the main reason behind what many call the elderly smell. No matter how many times you bathe, or how luxurious your soap or perfume may be, it won't erase noninol. That's because it isn't sitting on the surface. It's embedded in the oil glands, far beneath. The third change is a drier mouth. As we age, our salivary glands slow down. And saliva, believe it or not, is nature's invisible cleaner. It fights off bacteria and keeps your breath fresh. But when your mouth stays dry, bacteria flourish. That's when you begin to feel hesitant about getting close or speaking freely. I recall Amina Begum from Srinagar sharing with quiet discomfort, "Doctor, sometimes I can smell my own breath when I speak. It makes me want to turn my face away." I nodded with full understanding. It's not something people like to talk about, but many elders experience the same thing. These 3 changes, less sweat, more noninol, and reduced saliva, might seem small on their own, but together, they're enough to make even the most confident person feel awkward, withdrawn, and unsure of their place around others. But here's the beautiful truth. You can absolutely fix this. You don't need harsh soaps or fancy sprays. You just need to understand what's really happening inside your body, make a few gentle changes to your routine, and, most importantly, learn how to properly wash 3 key areas of your body every single day. And that's exactly what I'll show you in the next part of this video. If anything I said today felt familiar, or touched your heart even a little, please leave a comment. Even just to say, "I'm listening." Like this video and subscribe to the channel. That's how I'll know you're still here, still hopeful, still choosing joy, and not letting something as natural as body odor keep you from embracing the people you love most. You know, most elders like us are very careful about our daily bath. Early in the morning, we heat some water, mix in a few tulsi leaves, maybe use a bit of Upton or a mild soap, and we feel that's enough. But there's one thing many of us don't realize. We often wash the surface, but we miss the places where body odor actually hides. I call them the 3 hidden zones, parts of our body that cause almost 90% of age-related smell, yet are often washed too quickly or skipped altogether. The first zone is the skin folds. Behind the neck, underarms, under the breasts, around the navel, groin area, elbows, and behind the knees. These areas tend to stay warm and damp, creating the perfect place for bacteria to grow and cause odor. Many seniors think a warm water bath is enough, But without gently scrubbing these folds every day, the smell quietly returns. I remember Rekha G, 66, from Nagpur. She once told me, "Doctor, for most of my life, I never really cleaned under my arms or beneath my breasts the right way. But after just 1 week of following your advice, my grandson hugged me again. I became so emotional, I almost cried." The second important area is wherever there's hair, underarms, chest, belly, and especially the scalp. Hair holds on to sweat and oil. If we don't massage and wash it thoroughly, the smell builds up and clings to our clothes, towels, and even pillows without us realizing. Iqbal Bai from Jaipur once shared, "Just by massaging my scalp and washing my hair as you explained, that old smell vanished. Now my granddaughter even runs her fingers through my hair again." The third zone is the feet. We spend hours in shoes or slippers, especially in hot cities like Ahmedabad or Chennai, and the sweat between our toes and socks creates a strong odor. Omkar G, 78 told me, "Now I wash my feet properly, dry them well, and only wear clean cotton socks. My daughter-in-law no longer winces when she walks into my room." And there's one more zone many of us forget, the middle of the back. It's difficult to reach, but sweat collects there every day, soaking into our shirts. Use a long-handled brush or twist a towel behind your back to clean this area gently. Here's a small tip. Bathe with warm water, around 38 to 40 degrees Celsius. Not too hot, and always choose a mild soap. After washing, apply a little coconut oil or moisturizer so the skin stays soft and doesn't crack, because dry skin, too, can produce a lingering smell. Just spend a few extra minutes each day caring for these 3 hidden zones, and you'll feel fresher, more confident, and closer to your family again, like in the old days. If this message touched your heart, please leave a comment below, and don't forget to press like and subscribe, so we can meet again in the next gentle conversation on staying healthy and happy in this beautiful age. There's something that very few people say directly to us elders. If we only clean the outside of our body, but toxins inside remain, that familiar body odor will quietly return, no matter how much soap we use. That's why, to truly feel fresh and pleasant, we need to clean from within. And the good news is, the method is beautifully simple, just like the daily habits found in homes from Kerala to Lucknow. The first step is drinking warm water the right way. As we age, our bodies quietly become dehydrated without us even noticing. Our skin becomes drier, urine turns darker, and silently, waste substances begin collecting under the skin, leading to unpleasant odor. I once asked Indira G, 72, from Madurai, how much water she drank daily. She shook her head and replied, "I often forget, doctor, but ever since I followed your advice, I drink a glass of warm water every morning before reading my shlokas. Now my skin feels soft, and my granddaughter says I smell like lemongrass." Just 5 to 6 glasses of warm water a day, spread gently from morning to evening, is enough to softly purify the body from inside. Next, take a light walk under the soft Indian sunlight, either early morning or just before sunset. There's no need for difficult yoga or heavy exercise. A gentle 15 to 20-minute walk around your courtyard, near a lake, or on that familiar village path is enough to release light sweat and, with it, wash away the bacteria sitting on the skin. Suresh G from Jaipur once said, "I feel tired after just a few steps." I smiled and said, "Then walk just 5 minutes today. Tomorrow make it 6. And a week later he called me proudly, "Doctor, now I walk for 20 minutes. I feel stronger, and even my body doesn't have that smell anymore." The third step, bathing correctly and soaking weekly. Too hot water or strongly perfumed soap can dry the skin and worsen odor. Use lukewarm water, around 38 to 40 degrees Celsius, and choose a mild, unscented soap. Once a week, try soaking your body for 15 to 20 minutes in warm water with a pinch of salt or a few drops of neem oil. It opens the pores and helps draw out waste settled deep inside the skin. Just these 3 gentle steps, drinking warm water, walking peacefully, and bathing properly, are enough to make your body feel clean from within, fresh from breath to skin. And then, dear elder, one day soon, you may find your little grandchild resting their head on your shoulder again, just like the old days, without the slightest hesitation. You know, dear elder, what we put into our body each day doesn't just shape our health. It quietly determines whether our body gives off a gentle, inviting scent or an unpleasant one. Many elders have told me, "Doctor, I bathe twice a day, even use odor from Kannauj, and still my grandchildren hesitate to sit close." And I softly ask them, "What do you usually eat in a day?" The truth is, the scent of aging doesn't only live on the surface. It forms deep within, in the gut, the blood, and even the breath. When we start eating the right foods, the body begins cleansing the scent from the inside out. Slowly, your breath becomes lighter, and your skin begins to carry a soft, natural fragrance that doesn't need to be covered up. It helps to include foods rich in antioxidants like ripe guavas, red apples, black grapes, beetroot, millets, or even a warm plate of red rice at lunch. These natural nutrients help slow down aging, reduce body odor, and leave you feeling as light and fresh as a morning breeze in Rishikesh. Murali G, 79, from Coimbatore, once told me, "Doctor, I followed your advice, just 1 tomato and 1 guava daily. 2 months later, my granddaughter climbed into my lap again, without any complaint. It felt like magic, and garlic, though small, is a mighty helper. When taken properly, 1 or 2 raw cloves with warm water in the morning, it helps clean the body from within and reduce internal odor. If raw fruits don't appeal to you, blend a morning smoothie with cucumber, beetroot, and a few slices of apple. It's cooling, easy on the stomach, and helps your body smell clean, all without needing any perfume at all." There are many elders who brush their teeth faithfully, morning and night, never skipping a day, yet still, their breath carries an unpleasant odor. The reason is surprisingly simple. They clean their teeth but forget their tongue. I once asked Nirmala G, 73, from Ahmedabad, "Auntie, have you ever used a tongue scraper?" She chuckled and said, "I used to think brushing was enough, but since I started scraping daily, I feel fresher, and my grandchildren don't turn away anymore." You see, most bacteria gather on the tongue, not the teeth, and regular toothbrushes simply can't clean that area well. That's why using a proper tongue scraper is so helpful. It costs very little and is easily found in any pharmacy near your neighborhood market. It might feel strange at first, but within days you'll get used to it and then you won't want to stop. Another small change. After meals, chew a sugar-free clove lozenge with xylitol, or simply chew a thin slice of fresh ginger. It wakes up the saliva glands, keeps the mouth moist, and gently freshens the breath. Let me also gently suggest reducing strong black tea, coffee, and alcohol. In many parts of Western India, I've met elderly uncles who enjoy 3 or more cups a day and still wonder, "Why do I smell strange even after bathing?" That's because caffeine and alcohol dry out the body, reduce saliva, and lead to internal odors that no perfume can hide. Also, let's not forget the importance of fiber. Many elders silently suffer from constipation, which they don't even talk about. But when digestion slows down, toxins start leaking back into the bloodstream and leave the body through sweat, causing odor. I once told Savitri G, 77, to begin each day with a bowl of soft-cooked bajra porridge and some lightly steamed carrots and spinach. Just 2 weeks later, she called me and said, "Doctor, my stomach feels light," and my granddaughter hugged me again. From using a tongue scraper to mindful eating and cutting down on strong tea, these simple steps require no medicine, no extra cost. Yet they bring back something priceless: warmth, closeness, and the quiet confidence of being embraced by your loved ones without hesitation. Once, I visited Hariram Ji in Bhopal. His home was neat and well kept, but the moment I stepped inside, there was a faint musty smell hanging in the air. Looking slightly ashamed, he said, "Dar, Desai, I suppose it's just old age. Maybe my body gives off this smell now." But in reality, it wasn't his age. It was a few small habits that had quietly crept in over time. Take laundry, for instance. Many elders wear the same kurta or blouse for 2 or 3 days, and bed sheets are washed only when there's a visible mark. But sweat, skin flakes, and body oils slowly build up on fabrics. After a few days, the smell clings so deeply that even the finest adder from Hyderabad can't cover it. I advised Hariram Ji to change his innerwear daily and switch to breathable cotton clothing, like the cool cotton kurtis many women in Tamil Nadu wear during the hot months. Towels, sleepwear, and bed sheets should be washed at least once a week, and when the sun is out, it's best to dry them outside. The sunlight in Madhya Pradesh acts as nature's best germ killer, better than any store-bought cleaner. Kamla Ji from Vadodara once shared, "Earlier, I used to delay washing my bed linens. Doing it weekly felt too tiring. But now that I've started, my grandson jumps onto the bed again without any complaints like before. And then there are pillows and mattresses. Even when their covers are cleaned, the inside material traps years of sweat and odor. If possible, pillows should be changed every 2 years, and mattresses every 3 to 5 years. At the very least, leave them out in the sun for a few hours once a month." I also remember Iqbal Ji, 75, from Lucknow, who wore the same pair of sandals every day. "In summer, my feet smell terribly," he told me. I guided him to wash his socks after each wear, switch between 2 sets of shoes, and sprinkle baking soda inside them at night. 2 weeks later, he phoned me happily, "No more foot odor, and even my carpet smells clean now. Everyone at home is grateful." And finally, ventilation. Many elders keep windows tightly closed to block out dust or chilly air. But stale air is the biggest cause of that familiar old person smell. Just opening a window for 10 minutes in the morning and evening, the way our mothers did while boiling tea, can breathe freshness into every corner of the home. So, this old age smell that you've quietly accepted as part of growing older? It isn't age itself, it's the result of many small things. A dry mouth, a body that sweats less, strong-smelling meals, clothes not washed regularly, and rooms that remain shut for days. The best part? All of this can be gently changed. I once shared a simple daily routine with my older patients. Sip 6 cups of warm water throughout the day, like the lemongrass chai served in the quiet lanes of Cuttack. Go for a gentle 15 to 20-minute walk in the morning sun, like Mishra Ji does in Varanasi, circling the Ghat steps. While bathing, always give attention to 3 important areas: the neck, underarms, and groin. Eat fresh greens and juicy fruits like muskmelon, tomatoes, or those crisp Kashmiri apples. Scrape your tongue gently each morning and chew on a clove or sugar-free mint after meals. Reduce strong filter coffee, alcohol, and overly steeped tea. Wear fresh clothes daily, wash your bedding once a week. Clean your socks daily, dry your shoes in the sun now and then, and open your windows twice daily to let in the changing air. And if you follow this routine with a little patience, just for 1 month, something lovely begins to happen. Your grandchild will sit beside you again without pulling away. Your breath will soften. Your skin will carry a light, natural scent. And most beautifully, you'll feel held, accepted, and loved, just like in the days when your children were small and ran into your arms. So today, we've taken a short journey together, a gentle walk toward helping the body feel lighter, the air around you fresher, and perhaps your family's hearts a little closer again. You see, Nana Ji, that scent of aging isn't something to hide from. It's simply the body whispering gently, like the soft ring of the evening temple bell, that it needs care, not rushed or loud, but calm and loving. Sometimes, it's as simple as a warm glass of jeera water after morning namaz, or a slow, thorough bath like our elders took by the riverside in Bahar, or just the act of letting in the cool dusk breeze through the window. Your body will feel alive again, your mind a little calmer, and who knows, a grandchild might lean in close and smile. "Nanny, you smell so sweet today." If any part of this stirred something in you, and you're thinking of making even one small change, I'd love to hear it. Drop a comment below. And if this video could help another friend in your age group, please share it forward. Tap like, send it on, and subscribe to this channel. Until next time, may you stay healthy, cherished, and deeply loved every single day.